Well, hello, you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to the studio, and welcome to another video. Right then, there'll be a series of them in my t-shirt. It's a block recording, so don't think I'm being riffy. So, this is a place where I could read some of the articles and that, which I can't do normally when I'm out and about, obviously, for obvious reasons. So, these are the ones that are usually a little bit longer, a little bit more in depth, and got more sort of video evidence, etc. So, sit back and enjoy. This one in particular is about Steve Reed, and another example of how Labour will always fail because none of them know what they're doing. I'm going to bring you up the article. So here we go. So as it is, Chris Rose, Labour's Housing Secretary, Steve Reed, in car crash interview. Several times Camilla Tominey asked Steve how many homes have been built under Labour. He couldn't answer because he knows it's low and got awfully defensive, a clueless amateur and embarrassing MP. And this is why Labour fails all the time, because no one who sits in a position has any idea what they're doing. None whatsoever. So let's go through the thing. This is obviously at the Labour Party conference, of course, in Liverpool, which apparently Keir Starmer hates. But in any case, let's play the interview.
How many homes have you built so far under Labour?
Well, do you know how long it takes for a planning application?
Right, straight away, do you know how long it takes? That's not the question. It doesn't matter if I know how long it takes for a house to be built. Answer the question.
To go
Just
through.
how many?
Do you know how many? How long
Just
it
give
takes?
me the figure.
Well, we're currently dealing with
the figure.
We're currently dealing with the tail end of what the Conservatives were doing.
So there you go. It's the Conservatives. It's the tail end of what the Conservatives were doing. Right. So that answers the question. How? Oh, and of course, it's the default. It's always somebody else's fault that you haven't done what you said. Remember, 1.5 million homes they reckon they're going to be able to build.
Because it takes more than 18 months from an application to the home being built.
Please answer the
question.
question.
But I'm not going to take the blame for what the Tories did.
No,
I'm going to take the blame for what Labour does if it goes wrong subsequently.
Can you
We're
take
changing the rules.
You see, he's just trying to do everything to talk over her because all she is saying is just answer the question. Just answer the question. Well, I'm not taking the blame for everybody else's problems. Well, I know, but I just want to know the question. And it's this attempt to talk over and try and make it sound about everything else but the question. I mean, it's standard politician rhetoric, but it's quite embarrassing, really, that he's desperately trying to make it all about the Conservatives and how long it takes for planning permission to go.
To speed up planning so that the problem we're seeing now doesn't happen again in future.
How many houses have been built under Labour so far?
Starts have gone up by 29%. What I can't do...
Can you give me a figure?
I know it's really low, and I'm appalled by it as well. But that is
I know it's really low, and I'm appalled by it because I have absolutely... I mean, you can see that she's got a hand. She's got a hand. The figures are quite clearly here, yeah? That's why her hand's there. She's actually got the figures. So if she's got the figures, he should have the figures. I mean, this is his job, apparently. He knows it's low, and I'm appalled by it. So how many? Well, I am low.
Because the Conservatives didn't get the applications.
Please don't tell me.
So there you go again. The Conservatives didn't get the application. It's not about the Conservatives. You can't blame them anymore. You're trying to blame them, but you can't. You really can't. Unbelievable. Well, it's not really, though, is it?
You don't know the number as
Conservatives didn't get the applications through.
Do you know?
29% up starts.
No. How many new
year.
homes have been built since Labour took power?
I don't have the exact... I'm not Wikipedia. No, I'm not Wikipedia.
No,
I'm here to talk to you about policy. No, that doesn't mean I know every single statistic going on in the entire...
I'm not Wikipedia. How the fuck would I know? Because it's your job. That's the one thing that you're supposed to be doing. Oh my God!
Housing sector.
You don't know how many
only know it because it's written in front of you.
Well, but I'm not
Tell
in
me what
charge
it is,
of
and we can have a-
housing.
we can
How
have a
can my
sit-
producer have this figure and you not have it?
Well, because somebody's researched it for you and given it to you, and
You
someone
should
hasn't
know it.
researched it for me and given it to me.
You're-
What I know I
you're-
need to do is build new
You're
homes.
the housing
so we're
secretary
announcing
and you
today,
don't know how
we're
many
announcing
houses
today
have been
plans to
completed
build
under Labour.
a new generation of
Genuinely.
new towns for the first time since the Second World War. That will be more than 300,000 new homes, giving young people the chance to get their foot on the housing ladder.
Which it won't, because they'll be too expensive because it costs so much to build houses nowadays. And also the fact that your previous housing minister, who had to leave because she broke the rules, has said that 5 out of every 7 houses built will be for immigrants. So you're lying about that. But she's right. It doesn't take much to get this information. He should know.
Giving people that are stuck in squalid, substandard, expensive rental accommodation the chance to get somebody that they can afford to rent.
Forgive me.
Again, though, based on what? We're already looking at the new delayed. Remember, everybody keeps forgetting that the budget's been delayed by a month in November. We're going to get a budget that's going to tax us to oblivion. And apparently, you're all going to be able to afford new homes. Really? Are you really?
It's putting the key to a decent homes in the hands of the British
Forgive
people.
me, Steve Reed.
Because you've got a stat on a bit of paper that I haven't got. Says nothing whatsoever.
I'm surprised.
Other than you're trying to do a gotcha moment.
I'm not trying.
What an arsehole. I mean, he is. He's an absolute massive arsehole here. He's been a dick. Oh, just you've got your own paper. Well, you should know because it's your job. And she's right. You should know. And the fact, well, I don't know. So what the fuck what do you do all day other than claim maximum amounts of expenses and earn a lot of money? Oh, and try and push digital slave collars on everyone.
So sad for your viewers because they'd probably like a sensible debate.
This is silly.
What do you mean like a sensible debate? A debate is, I've asked you a question, answer it. You're not having a debate. Look at his face. He's like, your viewers want this, and you don't know the viewers wanted the answer to the question. How many houses have you built?
Yes, it is.
It's not a gotcha.
Camilla, it's very silly.
It's not a gotcha for me to ask you as Housing Secretary how many new homes have been completed since Labour took power. That is like the most basic
I know it's
stat.
unacceptable. I know it's unacceptable because...
How do you know it's unacceptable if you don't actually know what you've done? It's no good to say, I know it's not. I know it's unacceptable. I know. I mean, but based on what? Unacceptable based on what? You have no idea what you're on about. This man is massively out of his depth and he's trying to make it all about, oh, it's a gotcha moment. It's not a gotcha moment. She's right. How many houses have you built? Well, I'm appalled by the fact it's low. But you can't be appalled by it if you don't know what the original figure is. Unbelievable.
As we're dealing with the tail end of the Tory failure.
Oh, how many times it's Tory failure. You've been in power for over a year now. And you've done diddly squat. Well, I wouldn't say you've done diddly squat. You've pissed literally the entire country off in one way or another. And but it's about the Conservatives. It's always about the Conservatives. Always about the Conservatives.
To get applications in. They scrapped housing targets. We're putting them back in.
Yeah, so people are going to say, you keep interrupting, but I need to interrupt because they scrapped targets. We put them back in. You know why they scrapped targets, Steve Reed? They scrapped targets because, like you did, they made targets that were physically impractical and were never going to be reached. You can't say we're going to build 1.5 million homes when you have absolutely no idea. When builders are going, we can't get the materials, they're too expensive. And you want us to do this, that and the other, and we're not interested. It's not working. And it would be so refreshing for somebody just to be honest and just go, we're struggling. But they don't. He's going, it's the Conservatives. It takes 18 months. So what? That's no excuse. It just annoys me. Housing targets were got rid of by the previous government because they knew they couldn't hit them. And you can't hit yours either. And you will get rid of them soon.
We've got a law going through Parliament now that will get royal assent in November that will speed up the planning process so that when we get an application, quicker to get a consent, quicker to get spades in the ground.
As you can see, Labour have pledged to build 1.5 million new homes, but have built fewer than 120,000.
Quicker to get that home built. Somebody can buy it, somebody can rent it. We will end the housing crisis that we saw.
But you won't end the housing crisis, will you? Because our population has gone up by 700 odd thousand, which are nearly 98% down to migration. None of them have places to live. You're living in a fantasy world. Over half of what you've built is already, it could be filled by just the amount of immigrants that have come this year. Well, since you took over.
I'll tell you how many have been built so far. It's 117,390.
And it's too low.
It's far too low, because at that rate it's going to take 13 years to reach your 1.5 million housing target by the end of Parliament.
But I fear, Camilla, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying...
I fear you're not saying what I'm saying. I've just told you can't do it. It's going to take you 13 years. Yeah, but you're not listening, because once we speed it up, it'll be all right. But again, the builders are telling you they can't get the materials. And if they do get the materials, they're prohibitively expensive, which increases the price of the house, which they can't sell, because you keep raising taxes on these things, so people won't be able to buy them. The simple truth of the matter is, it's no good you going, you're not listening to me. You don't listen to anyone. No one at all. You are such an arrogant arsehole.
I've just asked you for a really basic figure, and you're saying it's a gotcha, and it's
I'm
not.
trying to explain what we're doing. So we're changing the planning laws. It's going to get royal assent in November. It will speed up the planning process, and then we're working with the developers to make sure that they're training up enough people in construction and engineering and quantity surveying so that we can build 1.5 million homes over the course of this part.
Just out of curiosity, somebody could tell me in the chat, I might even look it up in a minute. How long does it take to train a quantity surveyor?
Parliament. It won't be built at the same rate in year 5 as in year 1, because the changes that we're making now will make it go faster as we work through the Parliament. So we will get those homes built. The level right now is unacceptable, but it's at that level because the previous government didn't do, when they were in power, what I'm doing today to speed it up.
So there you go. So they didn't do it. And by the time we come in November, it will get royal assent, and then we'll kick it in. And then the new planning permission will basically allow them to build houses wherever they damn well please. So local park just down the road by me could build houses on the back of that. They could build them wherever they want, and they'll be cheap, shitty houses. Well, actually, there won't be. There'll be houses which are probably going to be decent, but they're going to be that expensive. And because of your tax rises and all your things that you're bringing in, people won't be able to afford to eat, let alone buy a new house that's been built. So what you're going to end up having is ghost towns. Well, actually, no, you're not, are you? Because in reality, you're building them, so this will be somewhere to house all the illegal immigrants that are coming in. That's what it's for. Everybody can see this, except you. Well, no, you can see. You just won't admit that's what you're doing. But for somebody who's supposed to be in charge of housing to not know actually how many houses have been built, it just shows you how shit they are. And his arrogance and his attitude. You're not listening to what I have to say. Well, I am listening to what you had to say, but that's not what I asked you. A simple do you know. You could have just gone, I'll be brutally honest, I'm ever so sorry, I don't know, I should know, but I don't. There you go. But no, we have to go through all of that. The simple truth of the matter is, even as she quite rightly says, Camilla quite rightly said, that if they start with their new plan, it's going to take 13 years to build 1.5 million homes. 13 years. They'll be lucky if they've got 3 left, because their government's going to implode. This is what happens when you vote in a bunch of people who have no idea what they're doing. No idea whatsoever. In any case, enough of that. Ways to support the channel down below. If you agree with what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like and share. Read the comment section if YouTube allow you to put one in. And let me know how you feel. And I shall look forward to catching you in the next one.
You said to me that you can't stay.